Alright. This is the top 10 Zanpakto in Shikai release state. So at number 10, I got Wabisuke. Wabisuke is the sword that is held by Izuru, the third division lieutenant for Squad 3. Squad 3 lieutenant. Uh, Wabisuke, once he takes you basically he releases it, right? And then you attack him or he attacks you. However many times he taps your sword, that's how many times the weight is doubled. Or not doubled, but like exponentially it gains weight every time you touch it. So if you touch it like 10 times, then it's exponentially raised by the weight of the sword itself. The kilograms is raised to the power of 10 times because you hit the sword 10 times. And it's a very heavy sword, and you fucking bow your head in penance. That's what it is. He uses it. He says, "Raise your head, Wabisuke," and it does that. I had to put that shit at number 10. I said, "Cool." And then number 9 is Huimaru. Um, that's the Ice Zanpakuto. The best Ice Zanpakuto type is better than Sodina Shirayuki or whatever Rukia has. And that's why Captain Hitsugaya, Squad 10, that's his Zanpakuto. That's why he's cool with that shit. Because it's a ice based attack. Ice based Zanpakuto, elemental Zanpakuto, and it's one of the most powerful ones. Even in the Shikai form. Um, and it's nice. He used it to defend himself against Gin Ichimaru during the Soul Society. Nozarashi. I got Nozarashi at number 8. That is Kenpachi's released Zanpakuto. Shikai released Zanpakuto. He used that against Grammy in the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. He was using that shit real good. Cut down a meteorite. They were like, "What the fuck is that?" It was coming from the sky because he summoned it. It was something that that's a feat that never happened in the series, up until that point. And he sent a meteor out of the sky. That was Grammy's ability to like anything he wanted to like visualize came to life. And Kenpachi went up there and he like destroyed the whole thing. And then millions of little pieces started falling everywhere. But it would have been worse if the whole thing came down. But he said, "Cool." And then Nozarashi is said to cut through all kind of extra shit. It's it's a big ass sword thing, but it's nice like that. And then number 7 is Sugio no Kotowari, and that is oh my god, that is Uketake's Shikai release. It's a dual wielding Zanpakuto at number 7, and he uses that shit well. So he absorbs an attack right with his left um, blade, and then the second blade can send the energy back. So he can basically send the energy back to you if you're shooting Cerro Blast or you using projectiles of energy. He's gonna send that shit back to you with the Sugo no Kotowari. He's gonna use that shit to send it back at you. Then at number 6, I got Zenbone Sagara. Zenbone Sakura. A billion blades. Zenbone Sakura. That's a great defensive type of Zanpakuto. The pedals always come. It's kind of like Gar in Naruto. You can use it for defense or offense, but every pedal is a blade, so you'll get cut. Either way, it's hard to like not get cut by shit like this. You have to have like a great, you know, durability, high durability to not get cut by shit like that, and then torn the fuck apart in the wake of fucking Zenmon Sakura, and that's just the Shikai release. That's not the that's not the Bankai release. And then number five, I got Katen Kyokotsu. That is that is Shunsui Squad 8, and now head captain Shunsui Kirako's Shikai, and he uses Kageoni, which he plays games in the shadows, and he can stab you like through the shadows and shit. He can like put his sword through the shadow and make it pop out in another shadow. And he can also use fucking Takaoni, and he can get, if he has the high ground, then he can like cut you down and shit like that. Mm. It's like games that he plays with in the shadows and in the light. He plays games with shit like that. With his Zanpakto, and the Zanpakto spirit is a woman and a child, so like they're playing games with him and shit at all times. Um, at number four, it's true Zangetsu. Ichigo's true Zangetsu form that he gets in the Thousand Year Blood War. He came down and he said he used that fucking new Getsuga move. I don't know how, Getsuga Jicho or some shit like that, and it's a fucking yellow cross, and he was able to fend off the Bambies. Those are the fucking girls who were, you know, part of the fucking Wander, right? The Quincy invasion, and he was able to fend them off because they were trying to fuck with Captain Zaraki, and he said he hit that one bitch with it. She was all fucked up. And then number three, he has oh, it's Ichimonji. That devil fruit is cool. He can like he gives, see, he's the guy who, and see, Ichibe's the guy who gives names to the Zanpaktos, gives them the real name and shit. He was like, here's the real Zanpakto, the real name of your Zanpakto. He was able to tell Renji and Byakuya the real name of their Zanpakto and give them their true power. That's how he was, and that's the power of his Zanpakto. To like give words meaning and shit like that. It's not like, it's why it's a paintbrush. Yeah. And I have that shit at number three. He was going off with that shit in the anime. Oh boy. Mm. And then number two is Ryujin Jaka. That is head captain Yamamoto's not Bankai, Shikai release. He was able to put people in um flames, and it was said that he had to like calm the fuck down, and he can't be using that shit too much in Soul Society. He'll destroy everything if he has that shit on too long. He always made sure when he opened that shit up on somebody that he had to like kill them off quickly and swiftly, and he usually did. If it wasn't like somebody like Sosuke Aizen or Yuaba, he was able to handle that shit. He was able to burn that shit down. He was able to burn that shit down with the Ryujin Jaka. And then number one, I had to put Kyoka Suigetsu. That is Aizen's Shikai release. If you see that sword come out, then you're under its spell, and you can't get out of it. You know, because he has you under complete hypnosis. All five senses are at his disposal, and that's the power of Kyoka Suigetsu. Um, Aizen's Bankai, or not Bankai, Shikai. Highlight again. It's a Shikai release. This is a Shikai release video. It puts him on it. Kyoka Suigetsu. That's why Ichigo was the only one who was able to fight against Aizen during the downfall arc, and he had to even go into Donkai Precipice world because Aizen had other things on his side too, not just his Zanpakto. That is complete hypnosis once you stared at the blade. So don't look at the blade too much. You'll get under hypnosis. That's for the guys and shit. You better like calm the fuck down and don't look at the blade too much. These girls, that's fine. Women of wisdom, stay cool, corner on the corner.